Hey everyone, I'm super excited to introduce you to another great local business here in Ottawa. We're doing something a little different for this one. The place you see behind me is called Archery Games Room Escape Ottawa. It's in the South Keys area, and it's an awesome place where you can play bow and arrow dodgeball. They've got a bunch of escape rooms that are like really detailed, and they've also got a really great spot where you can play bocce ball and all kinds of other cool games. This is really a one-of-a-kind spot. It's a ton of fun. Let's pop inside and check them out. All right, we're here with Matt. Matt is the operations manager here at Archery Games Room Escape Ottawa. So let's talk about the Archery Games first. What kind of gave you the idea? Where did that come from?
So yeah, when we first put in the room escapes in this spot, we wanted something a little more exciting. We had this space available. We had kind of heard a little bit about these sorts of events and decided to throw it all together. It's very close to like dodgeball, but higher velocity.
Right.
So grabbing foam-tipped arrows, bows, we can set up to 24 people in here, anywhere from 10 and up, so it's a blast for everybody.
Cool, so it's like dodgeball, but with bow and arrows.
That's correct.
And a question I'm sure you get asked a lot, does it hurt when you get hit with an arrow?
Not with the arrow. Most people aren't, trained from birth shooting bows like that. Our league is a little bit different. We do have a league that has some pretty passionate team members Monday, Tuesday nights. You don't want to get on the wrong end of them. But for everybody else, you'd be surprised how quick you pick it up, but that's not really, the foam tipped arrow is very much like getting hit with a dodgeball. You feel it,
right? But
it's not as bad as paintball.
Okay. And then what kind of groups do you get in here? Is it younger, older, a mix of everything?
It's a mix of everything. So yeah, Saturday, Sunday mornings, there's usually a crush of kids here for birthday parties. We are the birthday party spot right now. But yeah, evenings, we've got bachelor parties, birthdays, school groups. We accommodate pretty well everything here. For youngers, we do Nerf wars as well as just another alternative.
Right. Not quite as, doesn't sting quite as much. Cool, well this looks amazing. Definitely gonna be trying this out in the near future. You also do room escapes here.
That's correct. So currently we're offering 5 different escape rooms. You get an hour to escape from each of them. I'd love to show you one of those.
Yeah, let's check them out. So we're here in one of the 5 escape rooms that you have here?
That's correct.
Okay, and what's the name of this one?
So this is Warlocked. This is one of our more challenging experiences. Okay. It's our magic wizard themed room. 2 to 8 players are going to take the role of Melvar's apprentices. You are the newest novices here to learn the secrets of the arcane arts. You've been invited by this wizard, but when you arrive, he's nowhere to be seen. So you'll have to follow the clues, discover what happened to Melvar, and see if you can become his newest graduates.
Cool. And so I've always wondered, like, what goes into creating one of these escape rooms? Like, I've done a few. They're super elaborate, right?
I mean, the short answer is a lot of passion.
Yeah.
Like, sincerely, as we had discussed, it takes about a year for us to develop a new room, and that's because we really care about what goes into it. As you can probably tell, a lot of this stuff is handcrafted. We have a really passionate design team. We take time, we test the rooms, we want to make sure that we're offering everybody the best experience we absolutely can. And if it's not fun to us, we know it's not going to be fun for our guests, and that's really what our aim is to make sure everybody's having a good time.
And you have different difficulty levels here for somebody who's kind of new to this versus a more seasoned escape room?
That's correct, and because of that kind of difference, and because we really care about making a bespoke experience for everybody who arrives. Warlocked, for example, is pretty challenging, but we have options for beginners, newer players, people who don't like to lose. Yeah. So we have beginner options where we can give people hint sheets. You get an unlimited amount of hints while you're in here. And our team generally wants to make sure that at least you have a good amount of progress. That's why each of our rooms are multi-room escapes. So even if you don't get out, if you get into new rooms, kind of discover more mysteries. It doesn't feel like an hour if you're not just stuck in one room the whole time.
For sure. Okay, and have you ever created one where you think like, oh, we made it too hard, like people just can't seem to follow it?
This is actually a good example of one where, with the wizard theme, we were kind of aiming for something a little more family friendly and then just turned out a little challenging, but that's really where those sorts of challenges really help us in the creative process. So that's where we came up with the idea of like the beginner sheets, the hint sheets, so that we could make this room more accessible to groups that maybe haven't done escape rooms before. And the people that we have coming to do our room escapes are so passionate. We fill up, so sometimes you don't have the choice to do some of our easier ones, or you might like the wizard theme, but you want to escape. And that's where we have these options that can make it easier or more accessible for whatever your group wants.
That's
pretty
awesome.
well.
Yeah. I mean, it's super clear that there's a lot of time and effort that goes into this. I could see why people who are into escape rooms would love a place like this, right? Would be passionate about this and would keep coming back. So, well, thank you, Matt, for doing this. I know you got a busy day ahead of you, so we'll let you get back to it. But if you're in the South Keys area and you're looking for a great way to spend an afternoon, an evening, you're looking for a place to host an event, Archery Games Room Escape Ottawa is the place you need to check out. Highly recommend it.